I'm so sorry. I'm messing with Ken because I wanted to go live on time. I couldn't hear Kenny. I couldn't hear Ken, and I kept saying, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. And he's like, why? How is this possible? And I went, wait a minute, let me turn on the speakers to my headset. So I've kept Ken completely distracted, so he's missing in action. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. What are you doing, honey?
I have no idea where my phone went.
I don't know. He's apparently lost his phone. Well, good evening, everybody. Sorry. Rico Stan, thank you for the $5 super chat. Says heading to bed, but wanted to stop in and hit the like. I'll catch the replay tomorrow. Poor Kenny, I've completely discombobulated him. Sorry, Kenny.
I'm gonna choke this woman out, guys. You're gonna hear it and see it live tonight.
I'm gonna become a
Now I
statistic.
got my phone missing, so you're gonna have to pay attention tonight.
What?
Yeah.
You always give the hard jobs to me.
Uh-huh. Let me run through the holes before I do so. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Rico says heading to bed, but wanted to stop in and hit the like, and I'll catch the replay tomorrow. Rico, thanks again, buddy.
He didn't hear me say that one.
Yeah, I heard you clearly. I just choose to ignore you. So before we even started tonight, they all got blasted. It must have been when it came live, but I do know that first in the night was Levi's Aquatics, followed by B-Wizzle, and then Mr. Ian with Atkins and Nature Aquatics. Then Mickey M coming in saying, cool dudes never go out of style. Awesome, Kenny. I must be talking about that beautiful picture in the upper right corner there. Garcia Aquatics, welcome. Tampa Tom Fishing, good to see you. Only Oscars, Scott's Aquatics. Carol Cox in the house, what's going on? 503, what's going on, Miss Shanna? Good to see you. Just shouted you out on my latest video. Fish on Cactix, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Lisa NJ, how are you? John Larson, what's going on? Mary Beth, good to see you. She says, I was telling my husband about this stream today, and I got an honest smile and laugh out of him. Rare. I was explaining what coincidence were. Well, I'm glad we could get him a good laugh. And yes, there is an occasional crack, and let's hope he isn't exposed to it. All right. Well, thank God for telemarketers. Let's just say, guys, as a man, it's not a comfortable situation when you have it on vibrate and you're sitting on it and didn't realize it.
Is that where your phone was?
Yes. So I got a little cheap thrill as well as found my phone. Yes. Good day, T-Bone. Good to see you. Ray Aquatics. Good to see you. Skulls and a doo-doo. Even though the Vikings are this year, we'll go ahead and give you a skull anyway. John Larson, good to see you. Glitch Aquatics, I enjoyed your very first ever live stream last night. That was cool. You, Robert, and Mr. Jason Aquafunk did very well. Sandy Farrell, good to see you. Dragon Lair, good to see you, Podrick.
He says, I'm not working tonight. So, ta-da! I'm here.
Ta-da! Let there be light. Richard Reynolds, welcome. There's one of my great mods, Miss Lori. Monster Fish Gal, how are you?
Did you say hi to John Larson?
Yes.
Okay, just double checking.
John, hello again. She don't get out much, John. Catfish Nation, what's going on? Sandy Farrell, welcome. John Euler, Outdoorsman, how are you, sir? Keith Henshaw, good to see you. 3G, good to see you. Liquid Zoo, always good to see you, my man. Oh, he says no, Kenny. Darlene Tanks. Darlene, I see you. Jeff Bennington, how you doing? The reason I do that, because there was one time she said hello like 4 times and we never saw it.
Poor thing.
Carol Boswell, good to see you. Hey, BC, what's going on, Mr. Kenny? Mary Page Flynn, always a pleasure to see you. Pet Sonics, Mr. Diego in the house, what's going on, man? Mr. Shelley himself. Sean, you're going to want to check out my latest video. I got some Shelleys on there. Fish Dreams, what's going on, sister? Good to see you. Ryan Mackey, how are you, sir? Skippers Aquatics, good to see you, my friend. Skull Aquatics, welcome. Our good friend Chattanooga Ed in the house. What's going on, Ed? Lisa NJ, how are you, sister? Mystery Snail Guardians, what's going on? Good to see you. Dave Farrell, hello. There's a name I haven't seen in a while. Derek, how are you, sir? 44 Bag Guy, what is up?
Welcome
My
to
Fish
John
Jakes.
Euler for Outdoorsman. He's a new member tonight. Yay!
Pleasure to meet you and glad you're on board. He came over from Catfish Terry, I believe.
Oh.
My Fish Tanks and Aquatics. What's going on? Skull, good to see you. Texas Fish Room, good to see you. God, it's starting to get to where we're almost going to spend the whole show saying hellos. Jeff Bennington, what's going on? Michael Shaw, how are you, sir? Greg's Planet Tanks, good to see you. Merrick Tomshak, welcome. I think we're almost to the bottom. I think, Danny. Dee Dee's Fish Den, what's going on, sister? And we got another super chat or super sticker from Mr. Peplin Creek Aquatics. What's going on, Brian? Thanks for the butt whooping, by the way. I'm playing Brian in the Fish Fam Fantasy League this week. But in my defense, literally, one of my starting receivers and both of my starting running backs are on the COVID list this week. So I had to go in mad scramble just to put a team together. But, Brian, not taking it away. You whooped my butt. Congrats. And thank you for the $5 super chat. That takes away a little of the sting of losing, I guess. It's good to see you, Brian. Let's see here. You already said that John became a member.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, John. Eduardo Master Aquatics, what's going on, man? All righty. Foxy's Fishes, there's Miss Roxanne. How you doing? What were you going to say, Danny?
Did you say thank you to Catfish Nation for the $5 super chat? I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, then go ahead.
Thank you for the $5 super chat, Catfish Nation. Hello.
Thank you, Joe. We appreciate you. In case you don't know, Danny, that is Lori's husband.
I know that.
Okay. All right. We're finally starting to get stuff to stick for you. Ben, how's it going, Ben? Good to see you. Oh, man.
Rico Stan, who's been a member for 2 months, says, you're welcome. Listen to the voicemail after the show.
Larry D's Aquatics, what's going on, brother?
Did you hear me?
Yeah, that was Rico must have been calling. Well, thank you, Rico. Woo-hoo, you gave me a great time.
Stop it.
Hey, if it was anybody but Rico, I'd probably hold back, but I know Rico can appreciate. So
show everybody your shirt, Kenny.
Oh, yes.
I can't read it all.
I got this from Danny for Christmas. It says, I'm not dead, just napping. If anybody keeps clown loaches, they know what this is. My insane clown posse, there's probably, if I go down there, half of them are laying that way. It freaks me out every time, but I still... Lady Metalhead, what is going on?
Collaboration and Curiosity says, hello. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. Yes, we did. And we hope everybody on here had a great Christmas as well.
Hey, Dell, good to see you. Ian, Mr. Ian, good to see you back.
Hello, Discus Addiction.
How's it going, Discus Addiction? Sarah, Sandy Farrell, good to see you. And dang it, I can't catch up, man. Dennis Christensen, welcome.
Jeremy asks, how's the crabs? Didn't you all have the babies? Yes, and they had another batch of babies.
Yes, we got crabs coming out of our behinds. Well, not literally, but Petroman, Simplified, Devil Dog, what's going on?
No, you did not just say that. Oh, my gosh.
Color Guppies, what's going on? You know, Danny and I have almost come to the point where I think I'm going to start a second channel. It's going to be Kenny E After Dark. Chalupa, no tomatoes. What's going on? Sunfish for fish. How are you?
Crabs coming out of our behinds. Oh my gosh. Discus Addiction says, ouch.
Oh my goodness. Leave it to Danny to take us down as always. Jeremy, how are you, sir?
Yes, because
Joseph
that's
Stanley,
my
welcome.
specialty.
She always takes us right to the gutter, guys. Gold Nugget Plecos, what's going on? Discus Talk, welcome to the chat. M&C, what's up, brother?
Lisa and Jay
Al
says you
Wet
got
Socks,
too
how
many
are you?
when they Ken. Lisa and Jay said you got too many when they start crawling down your leg.
Yeah. Or repelling.
Ew.
Debbie
Oh.
Russell, welcome. Mexicali Fish Keeper, welcome. Ed's Tanks and Therapy, welcome. And I made it to the bottom, and I don't know if it's the official bottom, but we're close enough. Okay, guys, one thing I do want to say before we get too far is a couple of our family members, Fish Fam folks, had some rough times in the last week. I'm going to start with Drew with Fishy Biz. He lost his beautiful little baby daughter, Drew. Me and Danny bawled our eyes out. We can't express enough to you guys how much we feel for you. I am so sorry, my man. And then followed the same day by Catfish Terry losing Lisa. I got to meet Lisa and Catfish when I was on my Fish Fam tour. And she was an incredible lady, very nice, awesome lady. And I just wanted to send out to the whole entire Carver family. We know it's a huge loss, and we are deeply saddened by this. I can't believe that it happened. But Catfish, if you're out there, buddy, I love you. Keep your head up. And me and Danny are here for you whenever you need us, man. Anyway, guys, got the down and out stuff out. My mods throughout this stream will be posting both Drew's and Catfish's links. There are some GoFundMe and whatnots to try to help them with medical expenses and stuff that have came up. I don't usually get behind too many of these, but in this case, I am fully supportive of both. That's why I'm allowing it to be put on my channel. I really, like I said, I've been in a funk all week over this stuff. But anyway, enough of that. It's Christmas. We're going to be happy. Geek Boy, welcome to the chat.
Sean OOTD says, just put the crabs in a container first before you show us. Don't need to see the behind again. And Chattanooga Ed says, great job, Kenny. I knew you could make it to the bottom.
Oh, and I could go a lot of ways with that. But being this is a stream with Danny, I'm going to leave it alone, man. Don't be trying to bring the bad Kenny out.
Mexicali Fish Keepers. Did you say hi to Mexicali Fish Keepers?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Paul Sotero, good to see you. And it was great to see you on the stream yesterday. That was cool.
ABC Aquatic Biotope Creation says, gotta lurk watching the new Matrix.
Oh. Danny and I have been like obsessively watching this Witcher.
Well, you know, I do work for Intel and I work in the gaming department, and they did make that into a game. So
it's between that and we're watching The Wheel, and then she constantly makes me watch
the Christmas cookie baking challenges.
Those, and then the funny dude you said reminds you of me. What's that couple?
Oh my gosh. Has anybody ever noticed the vast similarity between Chip Gaines and Kenny, with Chip and Joanna Gaines from...
They know you're BSing already because Chip actually knows how to work a power tool, so how can we be alike?
Just personality and the way that you interact with me and treat me and stuff like that. It is very much like Chip and Joanna. I see Ken in Chip.
Lisa, yes, The Witcher is such a good series, and the Wheel of Time. I've been enjoying it. It reminds us a lot of Game of Thrones, almost a little
A
bit.
much cleaner Game of Thrones.
In what way?
Well, there's no nudity.
I knew exactly what your issue was.
Freaky fish lady, hello. Oh, guess what Kenny got me, and I got it in time for Christmas.
Oh man, am I stoked about that?
The new art calendar from Priscilla. Some really great pics in here. Super excited to hang these on my wall.
Well, you might as well go through them now so we can see it.
All of them?
Yeah.
What do we got? The lionfish.
And I don't know if
Shrimp.
I don't know if she's still selling them or if she sold out. Last year they sold out in like less
Turtle.
than 2 weeks.
And this was a blue dart frog. And then a black and white drawing of a shrimp. And then a CPD. And then this was
Ooh.
a pistogramma. And then betas having a dance. And then a bee. I like the bee. I really like this bee.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I love the black goldfish.
I almost bought some the other day.
We don't have a place to put it.
Yes, I got my cold water tank downstairs.
Angelfish. And then the whale. I think this is the blue whale.
So Priscilla, I
Or
know
a-
you watch
I
our
don't know.
replays. So that is an amazing calendar. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You did an awesome job.
Yes. So I
Larry
got my
D,
calendar.
I'm actually good with hammers. Hammering I can do. As long as there's nothing that I have to start or pull to get it going, we're good.
There's so many ways I could go with that. I'll be good.
Get your head out of the gutter.
Yes, Discus and Addiction. She is an amazing artist. Completely. Love her work.
And
So
she's an
it's-
amazing person as well.
Yeah, that's true too.
Absolutely
Very much so.
great lady.
Fish Dream says, I'm itching for Tanganyikans.
Ooh.
Well, what kind of Tanganyikans? The little ones or the medium-sized ones? They got some good, cool fish. So, Kenny, what's going in the cold water tank?
We've already got Gymnogeophagus in there, a dollar
Yeah.
sunfish,
Okay.
colony of some kind of shrimps. We have no idea what they are. They just
They're
grew
like
up.
a water critter. They're not really even a shrimp. They're weird.
But I can tell you this, whatever they are, my geophagus tripled in size in their time in that tank. So apparently they make good grubbage.
Atkins Nature Aquarium says, dang it, Danny, now Cat wants one.
Wants what?
The calendar.
Oh,
It's cool stuff.
I'm not sure. She might still have them for sale. I don't know. Be truthful, I was unprepared, and Danny, with showing it tonight, should have had the link ready. We could have dropped the link for them to go and get that calendar if they wish. But usually they're sold out by now.
Yeah. So I've got her last year's calendar. I'm going to be splitting up and trying to put in some frames.
So Roland Holtz is in here. I wonder if Kim's in here too. And he asked the question how we feed our crabs. They eat a lot of stuff, Roland. They'll eat.
I've put parsley in there, lettuce. I put wedges of limes in there. I put.
Then their favorite go-to is the algae on the side of the tank. They eat the heck out of the algae.
They also like damp Java moss. I put. I've put leftovers like rice and bean leftovers in there. I've put. There's all kinds of things. I feed those crabs everything. They're scavengers, so they will eat everything. And I do a lot of Tetra tropical granules for them as well.
Debbie Russell, this is 2 135s side by side built into the wall. So it's 270 gallons of South American, Central American cichlid goodness. But it will be back to Africans on one side. I'm missing not having my Africans up here. So that's the thing about fish keeping, guys. It's like you constantly want to move stuff around, it seems like. It never ends to me. T-Bone Fishies, thank you for the $5 super sticker. And what
It
did
says, wow, with a really pink face. Dragon Lair says crabs are garbage disposals for Danny. Kind of. I like to feed them a variety.
They are.
Plants and fruit.
I can't believe some of the stuff I go in out because I usually feed the ones downstairs, and I look, I'm like, what in the God's name is this?
Like grapes. I'll cut up grapes.
Yeah, she'll put grapes, strawberries, all kinds of weird stuff. The damn crabs eat better than I do.
But yeah, they're super cool. Thank you, Fantastic Freaks, for the $3 super chat. It says fist bump.
Good to see you, brother. I know he's stoked because his Packers won yesterday. And as you probably know, they're that the Vikings, not so much. But it didn't help that Dalvin Cook was out with COVID. That did not help my team at all.
So Sean says, Peplin hard call, but I'm tied between Telematochromos and Vitatus and Lampologus calypterus. But that's what's going on in my 280 gallons, so I'm a bit biased.
Yeah, Sean, I cannot wait until I go back on another tour. I am hopefully the last time you were in the middle of a build, but I am making a plan, if nothing else, just to shoot that 280. I have dreams of shooting.
If he even invites you to your house, you're inviting yourself to somebody's house without them inviting you.
It's Sean.
It's Sean. Sean knows me.
I mean, for God's sakes, poor Ed had me sleeping in his recliner and didn't even know I sleptwalked. I mean,
he only sleepwalks here at the house. He's never done it away from here. Thank goodness. At least there have been no reports.
Well, that's only because Ed probably didn't say, oh, we got cookies and milk upstairs.
Oh, Master Aquatics. Just call me Eduardo says at Chattanooga, Ed, you never say hello to me. I'm crying. So, Ed, would you please say hello to Master Aquatics?
Get up
Just
here.
call me Eduardo.
Come on. Well, get up here. Stop
Chattanooga says, can he please come back here?
Come on. That's a
hello,
good girl.
Mylene. How
Good
are you
girl.
doing?
How you doing, sister? Good to see you, Mylene.
Merry Christmas.
Ricky De La Hoyas, welcome.
Roland Holt says, do you put the food in the water or on the land?
On the land.
I'll show you. Well, hey, let me show you what I do in these upstairs tanks, and I think I'm going to continue to do this. I'll show you.
Why? They're not producing babies. I think she's local. The one downstairs, babies everywhere. These two upstairs, nothing.
Okay. So I have these little cups, little bowls, and I build up a foam pad on the sides, and I cut out the middle so that the bowl sits level with the pad so that they can crawl up the sides of the pad and then crawl into the bowl and be able to get back out of the bowl. But I have found that these are easier to clean, and I can just put the food in here and it doesn't foul the water or anything. And I can change it out regularly. So I think I'm going to continue to use these little bowls. I would actually like to get some that are a little bit more shallow. So that's what I'm using to put the food in on these two up here. But these two, I haven't had any baby crabs in yet. It's only the one downstairs that's having crabs galore. But Ken bought me 2 55 gallons to put my crabs in. Why'd you make that face, Kenny?
Nothing.
What?
I thought we had decided one of them we were going to use for our king tiger plecos.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
We were going to do the king tiger pleco / Vienna guppy tank.
Yeah. That way it gets the Viennas a bigger, and we need to get the plecos in a bigger tank. They're only in a 30-gallon, but they're starting to get about that big now. So, and
Time to put a row of caves. Some.
right, I just ordered 10 caves today.
What happened to you were going to make them?
Well, I don't seem to be having the time to do that, so I thought I would get these temporary ones. They're little plant watering spikes, and I'll use those until I can get the caves made.
So I've got one more week at the Ford dealer, then I officially start at SK Northwest Power Sports, which I'll be doing boats, quads, snowmobiles, ski-doos. It's going to be a cool deal. Who are you laughing
Jay
at now?
says it's time for more 55s, and Master Aquatics just called me. Eduardo said, Kenny's face said, "What you talking about, woman?" Look.
What I am absolutely impressed with is we are now a good half hour into the stream, and Danny hasn't complained once about where she's sitting on the stream this evening.
You know, I knew there was something wrong. I just didn't figure out what it is. You're awful. There we go. I fixed it myself.
Yeah.
So Paul Soltero says, so with 2 more 55s coming into the house, where will we be sleeping? Asking for a fellow fish nerd. I'm going to put them in a closet.
And she's not joking.
I just realized that I do not have.
Not only now we can say we have closet crabs. What's going on, Melvin? Good to see you, buddy. Oh man.
Yes. So I'm gonna put them in some closets. There we go.
So now when folks come for a visit, we say, yeah, these are our closet crabs.
You know what's great about putting these 255s in a closet is that both of these species like to be in the dark. So crabs only come out at night to feed, and plecos enjoy it much more at night as well. Once the lights go out, all my plecos come out. I could go walk into a room, I'll turn on the overhead light in the room, and I'll see plecos everywhere.
Plecos, I've already got a plan. I'm building another concrete stand in that room down there.
And which room?
The room that I just built underneath you.
Oh.
I can put it on that wall, which we need to start doing because I want to get down to about 50 big tanks. Remember, we keep talking about the big tanks, not adding more species. It's right. Okay, now we got to start getting it down to 50 big tanks. And I don't think guppies are going to go well with my Oscars.
Lisa and Jay, you are so right. But she says, yep, ... Crabs like dark, warm places.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Melvin Reese laughing says, LOL, huh, Kenny, closet crabs. Closet crabs come out at night. You know, I just don't realize how everything we say could come out so wrong.
It just tends to happen.
Discus Addiction said, I would stay in the closet about it if I had crabs. Sean OOTD says, since the 30 gallons are getting upgraded to 55, sounds like it's time for new shell dweller species. Possibly. Although I've got Catapunctatus coming out of my ears right now.
And our multis are breeding now. We just got to get, forgot I had stuck the fish in there temporarily. and he's been creating havoc. So I got to get him into the Mabuna tank now.
Paul Soltero says, downsizing. Yeah, that will happen.
I'm going to make it happen this year, Paul. I'm tired. You guys got to understand, when you've got the amount of tanks we have, you don't have time to sit there and actually have to hold and make sure that there's not critters going in. I don't have time for that, man. I mean, I've got a bunch of tanks to do, and the rack room I despise because of that, because it's biggest
They
tank's
could really do it.
55 by Exodon. No, that one's easy. I do my initial ground cover and get them, the moam and whatnot up, and good. And then I just continue on my way, and I can go and do glass. I can do all kinds of things. But everything else in there, I have to be sitting there. Because if you're not paying attention, you suck it dry.
So Roundhouse Aquatic wants to know how much snow we got.
We only got about 2 inches, if that. It's already gone.
It melted, but now it's snowing again and sticking.
They're saying it's going to be pretty gnarly tonight, from what I understand.
Yeah. Melvin Reese says, no, Danny, it reminds me of the 80s rap song, Freaks Come Out at Night. I should have that playing.
Now that's going to be in my head the rest of the night. that could actually play well for you tonight.
Shh. Don't talk dirty.
I wasn't talking dirty, you pervert.
Lisa and Jay. Oh my, gutter mine tonight.
Oh, and then Peplin came back with, not good to suck it dry, Kenny.
Master Aquatics.
See, you always get mad at me. It's my crowd. It's the bad influences. It really is.
Master Aquatics says double entendres. I can't even say it. Are getting out of hand. So Fish Dream says, I just realized it's been 3 months and there's guppy fry are still so tiny. What the? I don't know. Sometimes they take a while. Depends on the kind. I have some that will never get very big. The stack endlers.
Oh, those are so cool.
Chattanooga Ed said there's nobody better at sucking it dry than Kenny.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, right, dude.
Ooh, John Larson said Mammoth Lakes is up to 200 inches of snow on the ground, above 9,000 feet. Wow. Lisa and Jay says that our stream is an 18 plus live stream.
Always.
We don't mean to be this way. We talk about fish and it just sort of happens.
Sean says, yay, shell dwellers.
Of course he does. Paul Soltero says it was 80 Fahrenheit here today. Where are you at? That would be 80 degrees. I can't even imagine at this time of year. We're all getting hit with snow up here in the Northwest, and we don't usually get snow.
No.
It's kind of rare.
And when it does, it screws things up, man.
Yes. It really does. It was really fun.
Dragon Lair says it was
72 where he's at.
I'm so jealous. I would love that.
I know he's in Florida. I'd be down for moving to Florida.
Why?
Because of the weather, but I don't think I'd like the hurricanes.
Yeah. Yeah, Kenny, T-Bone's right. We need a warning sign before entering into the stream. Melvin Reese says, that's what I love about your live streams, the puns. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We had a great Christmas, though. We got to have see a whole bunch of people that we don't get to normally see, and the grandkids. I gave my little grandson a little tiny kids camera, and he's 3, and it's meant for 3-year-olds. And so he was running around taking pictures the whole Christmas day. And when they packed everything up and took it out to the car, he started running around. He's like, "Where's my camera? Where's my camera?"
Speaking of pics, I was able to get this pic of my mother-in-law. She was totally unexpected. I just dropped the camera on her and clicked the shot, but she was like, "What is going on?"
My poor mother. Look at her.
I torture her.
Ken does. He does torture her.
We had a good time.
Ken, you're so bad. Showing pictures of my poor defenseless mother.
Yep.
But it was so fun. Little Daxton running around taking pictures, and he loved taking his pictures. And it's got a storage card on it that you can plug into the computer, and then it will
And
download the pictures onto that.
There's my pride and joy.
Isn't he cute? It's a blurry picture.
It's
But
a
it's
blurry
cute.
picture because that is Mr. Dax, and then I have one of my beautiful little granddaughter, Maven, now.
Thank you, Mylene, for the $50 or whatever that is. Super chat. Merry Christmas, Sir Ken and Mom Donnie. Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Super. That's my little baby girl, grandbaby girl. She's so cute. She had a tortilla stuck to her nose and she didn't know it. And she was sitting there laughing in her high chair and carrying on. And everybody was laughing at her because this tortilla was just stuck to her nose. She didn't know.
I think if I'm thinking maybe Tennessee or one of those warm that still got bodies of water around them that are just got to worry about occasional tornadoes through there. But at least a tornado, you can get in a basement. Where a hurricane, you got the winds and all that. I think I'd rather deal with a tornado.
See, now for me, the ocean is really important. I need to be near an ocean. I like to just get up and go to the ocean.
How many times have you been to the ocean this year?
Twice.
Okay. End of story. I'm not going to decide where we live over a twice a year trip to the ocean. I'll fly you somewhere where there's an ocean.
Usually it's more than that, though. Mary Page Flynn, could you imagine how many tubs you have in your yard, Danny, if you all moved to Florida? Lefty says, yes, ocean. But, you know, I love having fresh seafood and living next to the ocean. I can go clamming for steamer clams. I can go razor clamming. I can go down to the ocean and cast in a pole, catch greenlings and rockfish, and and Ken likes to feed the seals.
The lingcod are pretty good down there too if you hook into them. But we do go clamming quite a bit. We do like our clamming.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing better than fresh caught clam, man. Well, that didn't come out right either, did it?
No, it really didn't. So we'll bypass that. And Dragonlair says, Danny, Alabama is only a couple hours drive to the Gulf. This is true. Oh, he was so Paul Soltero was 80 here in coastal southeast
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Was NC? I was trying to think.
I've been through Carolinas. I like it there too. That's beautiful in those areas.
T-Bone Fishies gave us a $5 super chat. Says, gotta go, Danny and Kenny. Hope you have a great New Year's Eve and party like it's 1999.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you so much and have a great rest of your night. Discus Addiction says you could hang out with LRB.
Yeah, that
Where's
would
he
be
gonna
cool.
go?
Well, Lucas is now talking Florida.
Oh,
He's talking about heading to the south.
I bet he would love that year-round, nice weather and
Ponds,
his
I think.
tub.
But the only thing I don't, if you're planning on moving, why do you make such an elaborate, beautiful pond? I mean, he's got the money and time he has in that now. I couldn't leave just for the pond.
Oh my gosh,
Alexander
Engelhart, thank you.
We appreciate you, brother. Now, if you guys have been around the streams, Alexander has been just amazing, showing his Christmas spirit. He's been a lot of the streams, dropping his super chats, and what he did on Dan's Fish the other night was amazing. He matched Dan's super chats dollar for dollar and gave away $1,000 Dan's Fish gift card to a lucky winner. Then he went further and gave away an additional $301 because he wanted to make sure the guys that stuck to the end got a little bonus. You are a stellar man, Alexander. I appreciate you. I know the entire Fish fam.
Yeah, Ken was talking about you all that night. Can you believe this guy? This is great. That was awesome.
Well, Lucas says, I'm sure he's thinking when he gets down to Florida, he can make it an even bigger pond that he can keep up year round, I'm sure is Lucas is thinking. And he has had issues with the pond up there by the name of a weasel that keeps going in and stealing his toy.
A mink.
Was it a mink or yeah,
it was
mink.
a mink. Yeah.
Now, if you guys know Lucas, he's an absolute nature lover. And he said he was going to wring this thing's neck if he caught it. So he finally corners the thing, and he can't do it. He says he tells me his little cute little beady eyes were looking at him, and he couldn't do the deed. So now he's learned to live with Mr. Mink. But I wish him well. I think Lucas would have a ball in Florida, and I know that the Midwest. I've lived the dream up there. It gets quite cold up that way in the winter times.
It's the thing that keeps me from moving back there. I cannot handle 40 degrees below zero with the wind chill factor type temperatures.
Yeah, Danny and I have property that we'll have property there, and I would love to go back at least for the summers. Then I could see Peplin and Roxanne and Fish on Tactics and Discus Addiction, all you guys, man. He has opals. No, he says he has pearl gouramis. Alex misspoke. So if you need pearl gouramis, Alexander Engelhart is your man.
Those are pretty gouramis.
And they don't get that big either, do they, Danny?
Well, actually, they get pretty large. Yeah.
Oh, like this, right?
Yeah. 3 inches, maybe 4.
Yeah. To me, that's a small fish.
Okay, well, that makes sense. That's so funny. But I think you're right. I got to move this discus like tonight.
What, is she doing worse than she was this morning?
She's just sitting here and she's very dark.
She does not like being in there with them.
She looks like a black speck in there. See her?
Yeah, we need to get her down with the rest of the discus.
Yeah, the angelfish, I just think I had that many angelfish are driving her nuts.
She probably wore out. She's adopted them all as her kids, and now she's like, I need a break. So we'll give her a nice, warm vacation to the 240.
And then we can't put any more discus in there. It's too much.
Danny, I have a total, with those two going back, it's not even 10 discus yet.
It seems like too many.
Not for a 240. Listen, if you don't want to use the 240 for its thing, I'll bring your discus and put them behind my head, and I'll put all these big boys in
No,
there.
they won't do good with these cold temperatures. It's too hard to keep the temperature right in those tanks. Because those tanks behind Kenny hang out into our garage, and it gets cold in the garage. and we got to go out and put the foam up to help create a temperature barrier.
I did
for
put
them.
2 new heaters in there again. I haven't had to run the 2. I normally run just 2 heaters total, and now I'm running a 3 each tank. And I see my electric bill.
Alexander Engelhart says, I don't post anything on my channel, so not worth subscribing to it. Ken and I have actually subscribed to many channels that have like maybe 10 members or something like that. You know, we were there once. We know how it goes. Garcia Aquatics. Kenny E, how are you?
I think the most excited we've ever were was when we hit our first 100. We were like to the moon when we hit 100, remember?
Yes.
Big Dog, what's going on?
I saw somebody up here that said, that they wanted to have like a giant gourami. Who was that? I'm not seeing it now. Flipped up too far.
Bunny Viper, if I missed you, hello. Okay, so Danica Aquatics, if you go to Google Earth and Brunwood Lane and Sheridan Road area and go to the street view, on the little access road on the west side of the stream, you can see Dan's fish building. Oh, cool.
That's funny.
I plan when that building's done, because I can make it to Dan. What did I figure? 15 hours is what it took from here?
Yeah, I think it. I think so.
I mean, I think I could do that in a weekend. I plan to go back there and shoot once he's done.
Fish Dream says, at Danica Aquatics, how do you both work and are so amazing to the fish fam? It blows my mind.
Well, first off, I'm in sales, so I don't have like a job where I can't periodically check my emails and all that throughout the day. Danny, unfortunately, when she's working, she's working. She can't really deviate much because she's a little busier than I am. But in sales, I'm able to do a little bit more for my channel while at work. I can't live stream or do videos, but I do answer a lot of times. I'll get questions on videos or whatnot. And that's usually my time to catch up and try to answer you guys' questions. It drives us nuts if there's questions. Earlier, when we first started our channel, I didn't know about the questions thing. And by the time I found out that I was supposed to be answering questions, it was like 300 questions were in there.
But so Ken went through and answered
I went through,
them
yes.
all.
I mean, every one of them. And some of them were like 10 months old. I was like, I'm so embarrassed. Sorry, I just realized these. But if you've never commented on the channel, one thing I've noticed is it sends you in this folder. It says for review to make sure you're legit before I could answer. And when I answer it from there on forward, they doesn't hold your comments. But that's what happened is they were holding a bunch of people's comments. And yeah, that was embarrassing. I felt so bad.
We were learning. We were such newbies to all of this. And we just we looked at Ken and I said, you know, because we were watching a whole bunch of different videos. And I know Ken's personality. People find Ken funny. I mean, he is funny. He makes me laugh every single day. And so
hold on. Let me just put it out there right now. They're not here for me, Danny. I keep telling you this. If I was to kick the bucket, Danica Aquatics will be fine. If you were to kick the bucket, we're going to tank, baby.
No. That's so not true. My poor Kenny. He's so modest. But people are drawn to him. Like, we used to go to parties. Like, when I first met him, we flew back to Illinois for a visit. And it was like a 3-week visit. It was right before we were going to move to Hawaii. So we stayed 3 weeks. There was a party every single night that we were invited to. And there must have been 80 to 100 people that we'd never seen before at any of the other parties. It was all new groups of people. And I was like, how does somebody know this many people? And that's when it kind of dawned on me that, people are really drawn to him. They just love to hang out. And Ken is the life of the party, like at the family get togethers and things like that. He just brings everybody together. He's an amazing person. And Chattanooga Ed says, nobody better be kicking any buckets around here.
No kidding. Oh, my goodness.
What?
I just saw Lori's post. It says Kevin Canines and Aquatics in 10 minutes. Holy gosh.
9.
Time. Maybe they were drunk.
I'm sure you were. I never saw anything like it in my entire life. I was the quiet little wallflower type person.
Well, it's because my first 3 years I was major jock guy. Then I became kind of the less desirable type. We'll say it at that. So I got to meet just about every one of the class of people in high school, and we had a blast.
Al Wet Sock says Danny loves Kenny. I do. And Garcia Aquatic says, hey, Kenny, check your Instagram. MSC Aquatic says, Ed and I just kicked a bucket across the room.
Oh, man.
Oh, too funny. Yeah. So, anything you need to say?
I will check this out after the video, see if I can get you an idea on that there.
Hang on. The dog is just going crazy. Hold on. Come on.
Ed, nobody wants to talk about those days of me and zebra stripe spandex. Trust me.
She's apparently a little needy. Are you neglecting her? Are you abusing her out there?
I let her sit up on the couch next to me. She just can't. The dog's like ADD, man. She can't sit still for more than 30 seconds.
She's like her owner.
Whatever. I'm sitting here for an hour. Why can't she?
That's funny.
She does a lot for me too, though, Debbie. She really does. She puts up with my antics.
She says, Kenny loves Danny because he got her 2 55 gallons. It was funny because he's like, yeah, we'll take them both because that's all they had. And he says, yeah, we'll take them both. And yeah, well, can you help me carry him out to the car? So the two guys carried him out to the car.
Rocco, how's it going, brother? Good to see you. I hope you're starting to feel better. See you later, Roland. We're kind of starting to miss you, pal, so we'll have to set something up this next week.
Debbie Russell. Awesome, Danny. Yeah, it's really cool. So, but Ken's like, where are we going to put them? We don't have any place to store them. So we had to turn 125 gallon on its end so we could put the 255s in there.
Then she sends me up today to get the insulation for the back of the tanks. While you're there, get me this stuff.
I needed the double-walled greenhouse siding.
I'm going to put it out there. This is what Kenny is saying to all of you folks out there. If you find a good deal on something, do not announce it. Because the Fish Fam, I'm telling you, we destroyed the Lowe's rock deal. And now, if you go to Home Depot to get this stuff that used to be like $5 a sheet, I paid $48 for it today. I was so mad. And it's because, and again, we doing it because we want to make sure y'all don't pay too much for your lids. But now these companies, I think because we broadcast it out there, have figured out they can charge more, and they're starting to do so. Like $48 today I paid for something I used, what was it, 10 at most back then, Danny?
You bought it, I didn't. So
well, the last one I bought for your discus, which is a lot bigger than the piece I just got, I paid $18 total for that huge sheet that's on your 240.
Hmm.
For the one sheet that's, I think it's 2.5 by 8 feet, I just paid $48 for today.
Hmm. Interesting.
Insane. Roland, I wasn't talking to you, Kenny.
So, Roland, before you go, I fed paramecium to my little teeny baby Shelleys that were born, and all the fish in the tank went crazy. Now, I can't see them. You can only see these little suckers with like a microscope or something. But I fed them to the little Shelleys, and everything in the tank was like soup, snap, 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 snap. I was like, how are they saying things and I can't? I don't know. They must have a lot better eyesight. Ryan Mackey says, good to see you guys. Hope to catch up this week.
Yes. Ryan wanted to get with you and Regis so they can help you take over that BAP.
Yes.
We have 2 volunteers in the club going to take some of the stress off Danny, Mr. Ryan Mackey, and then Regis, another one of our club members. So,
yeah, cool stuff.
At least Ryan won't have to look up names. He's like a little onboard computer. He's got them all in his head, so it'd probably be an easy gig for Ryan.
Yeah. For sure. And Rocco's Fish Room says, Kenny, the swelling is getting better finally.
Good.
Yay.
About time.
See, now Jeremy says at Alexander Engelhart, you sell all those opals yet? So is it opal gouramis?
No, he just said he's got pearl gouramis, not opal.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I thought we were saying he had pearl.
What's going on, Mr. Danny? Never late, bro. No problem. Everybody's got a life. Scott's Aquatics, good to see you. Kenny, if you find one with a little damage on it, talk to the salesperson. They can mark it down up to $50 off at Home Depot. Oh, Kenny! I always forget to get my vet discount there too.
Oh, true.
All I have to do is flash that instantly. So if you guys didn't know, Home Depot, if you are a veteran, gives you 10% off no matter what, every time. If you make sure to tell them about it.
Yeah.
1,500 pearls he has and 1,000 rams.
1,000 rams? What kind of rams?
And he put one high tolerant wife.
One high tolerance wife.
Alexander, I'm telling you, if you got somebody that gives you a little bit of a hard time, you're ahead of the curve with me.
What?
There is no nose in this house when it comes to fish.
True, mostly. Although I have to say, I did ask for no stingrays because we need a pool.
I plan to have them one day.
We need a new house.
I had a 7,200 square foot one picked out in Wisconsin, but got denied.
It was in Wisconsin.
7,200 square feet on 30 acres, 2 odd buildings that could have been fish rooms, all for a great price.
Yes. Can you have 1 minute?
I knew you were up in Seattle area, Alexander. I actually got to meet you at Fishtoberfest.
Really?
Yeah, he was at Fishtoberfest.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry.
Well, guys, I guess this is where we're going to say thank you to all my mods for keeping us safe. You guys are the bomb. Hello to all the lurkers and replay crew. Thanks to all of you in the chat. We appreciate you. And I want to give a special thanks to my members. You guys are amazing. Help us keep the electric bills down. We appreciate that. And then all the super chatters tonight. We greatly appreciate you guys. Head on over to Kevin's. Check him out. He's a good kid trying to make his way in the old fish hobby. And we will be back next Sunday night for some more Sunday night shenanigans with Danny, of course. As always, love your fish. It's going to be Kenny E. and the lovely Danny E. saying goodnight for another Sunday. You guys have a good one. Be safe, all.